straight away, as is the norm for me. Guess what? I get overtaken by a seasonal regular. I didn't really see him much after that in this first session. That's why there's not much of this episode. It's just me and him on the track, and he's been there and done it many more times than I have. But it's just me sort of getting to know the track. It is pretty fast once you get onto that main straight. I kind of cock it up on this corner and really spin off and absolutely cack myself. And hang on for dear life. There you go. Well, I do recover and I crack on. Important when you do mistakes, just think, put it behind you and crack on. Again, we're now going from the top back onto the main straight. These cuts do about 45 miles an hour, but it feels a lot quicker than that, I can assure you. Much better line this time. Drift over to the left and then come back in. Drift out to the right and then come back in slowly to the left, and then tight on this turn here. My tyres were a bit knackered in the car I was in, but I think it might be a little bit of drive error as well. But there you go, he's 55 years old. What do you expect? But we are ploughing around the circuit, and the heat is starting to tell. I can tell you that inside my crash hat. It is absolutely baking hot. And there's not much to do on session one really, and I come into the pits. This was a really sort of long pit lane. You go into like this little garage and then come back out, then sort of spit you out the other side again, and then sort of back into the pit lane, and where everybody's waiting for me, which is a bit embarrassing, but there you go. And after a bit of a rest and sticking my head under a cold tap for about 2 minutes, session 2 was, do you know what, I was feeling quite hot and quite faint at this point. I almost didn't go back out because it was just so bloody hot. But I thought, no, I've paid for it, I've got to go. I've paid for my 2 sessions, so I'm going, and off I went again. Guy in front, again, he was off, see you later. Do wish there were some more people there of my level. No jokes, please. But by the second session, I really started to get to grips with the track, and the track is starting to get grips with me. And this corner here, if you get it wrong, you just go off onto the grass. I didn't do that, but you can see like tyre tracks and stuff indentations of where people have got it wrong, and there's quite a few of them on that corner. So I'm going to take you on a full lap now, down the straight, braking, coming in, back on the power, drift off to the left, come in onto that little apex and back in again, drift out right and then come back in again. This corner, the tyres just didn't, like, they squealed really badly, and by the time I checked my tyres at the end of the session, there's like little blisters and stuff on them. I'm sure it just wasn't me. I'm back on the top corner and back onto the straight again. You know, and if you want to go have a go at karting, just go out there and do it. What's stopping you? You know, what's the worst that can happen? Find out what your local track is, get down there and have a go. I urge you to. And the great thing about doing what I'm doing at the moment, going all over the place, finding these tracks, it's just my pure love of karting. Obviously, I may not be the best karter in the world, may not be the best driver, but I love doing it. I absolutely love doing it. my favourite straight. You can just bomb it, but this corner does come up pretty quickly. And sometimes I got it right and sometimes I didn't. And sometimes you like a bit of cold to sort of help you sort of drift round, but you just couldn't on these because the track was so hot. And you could feel the tyres, you know, they were quite tacky. Well, that was Clay Pigeon Racetrack in Dorset. That's like 37 out on track, not 39 like I previously said. It is 37. Brilliant track, really friendly people, very well priced. The only thing I would say is the tyres on my kart were a bit fucked, but still good fun. It would be nice if there was a few more people here, if I'm honest. The guy in front of me, I'm glad he was on track. It was something to sort of, you know, judge yourself on, because if there's nobody there, you don't know how well or poor you're doing. But I finally got the hang of it. But it's a very good track. Really good facilities here as well. Decent price. I said, it is in the middle of fucking nowhere, but you know, you can't book online. You have to phone them up. That's the downside to it. They're open publicly Monday to Thursday, and they do like professional races on Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. So, you know, if you want to come and do a public session, it's got to be between Monday and Thursday. But it's a big track. I'll have to look. I think Silverstone is bigger, but there's not much in it. But yeah, grey hair, green lights all the way. Like, subscribe, like the videos, keep supporting me, and I appreciate your time.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Roll the windows down. Sun low. City glow. Just ride.